You've sent in your sample, and the Shell LubeAnalyst lab has tested and diagnosed it. Now your analysis report is ready for review. You will receive your report via email, or you can retrieve your samples report at the Shell LubeAnalyst website. Enter the username and password that was created for you by the system when you registered. The home page displays and shows all new sample results since your last login. The menu options on the left offer several ways to find your samples. Shortcut icons will help you find what you're looking for quickly. You can use the Sample Management search option by entering your sample number or Shell LubeAnalyst number. You can also search all samples by date range. In this example, clicking the link in the sample number column will open a PDF of the report. Click the Save button to save a copy to your desktop, or click the Print button for a hard copy. Shell LubeAnalyst also maintains a copy of the report, which allows you to find it using the Sample Management function. Shell LubeAnalyst reports are divided into three main parts: report properties and results, recommendations, and trend graphs. At the top right of your report, you will see a green, yellow, amber, or red icon. This is a quick visual to help you make go, no-go decisions regarding your equipment and lubricants. Think of this icon like a stoplight. Green means lubricant and equipment conditions are acceptable. You can continue on without additional action beyond your routine preventative maintenance. Yellow, or monitor, alerts you to a potential issue because one or more tests have reached initial flagging limits. You don't have to take any special action or perform any unscheduled maintenance. Just be aware of it. Pay attention to an amber or caution icon. It means your sample showed signs of wear or contamination or poor lube conditions that have reached the lower test limits. An amber symbol means you should consider corrective action or diagnostics and then resample. But running a red light is an indication of a serious problem. This means that your sample shows signs of severe conditions that could reduce component life or cause an in-service failure. Because there is a chance for false positives and contaminated samples giving false alarms, you need to verify these conditions immediately and then take appropriate actions. But don't jump to conclusions and tear down your equipment based on one sample analysis. Perform other diagnostics and send in additional samples. What if your report's top right corner is blank? You may not have specified your lubricant and equipment, so we could not properly diagnose the results. Remember, the more complete information you provide, the better recommendations the Shell LubeAnalyst lab can give on sample conditions. Near the top of the report are critical details about the customer's site, the component reference ID, the lubricant used, and customer address. This information is included to help identify trends and maintain consistency. Remember, once your equipment and associated components are registered in the system, you should always use the unique Shell LubeAnalyst number assigned to this equipment or component when registering samples. The first line in the results table is the specific sample number and the date the sample was taken. The component life and the lubricant life are crucial in our analysis, helping us determine if the right lubricant is being used and if there are any significant changes. Our diagnosticians will comment on the overall condition of the sample, summarizing any issues found, identifying their potential causes, and recommending appropriate actions to fix those issues. When making their comments, diagnosticians take into account the historical trend data for the sample's component. The most recent data is shown in bold. Viscosity measures the viscosity grade of the oil. If viscosity falls outside of its grade, you should look for more information to find the reason. In a diesel engine, total base number is a measurement of bases to ensure there are enough additive reserves to neutralize these acids. The water number indicates how much H2O is present in the sample. As water content increases, the lubricity of the lubricant decreases along with other potentially harmful effects. Depending on the application, water can cause a number of serious issues for both the lubricant and component. The elemental analysis identifies the type and amount of wear, contaminants, and oil additives. In engines, fuel dilution can indicate a mechanical problem, such as a leaky or malfunctioning injector. Fuel dilution lowers the viscosity of the engine oil and causes other issues. It points to a need for corrective action in order to bring your engine back to peak operating efficiency. Some of the data is also presented graphically. Oil properties such as viscosity and oil degradation are plotted to show trends. Key wear metals like aluminum, copper, lead, chromium, and iron are plotted to determine if they are increasing, decreasing, or stabilized. Finally, contamination such as silicon, sodium, and water is plotted to indicate if levels are undesirable. An oil condition monitoring program gives equipment owners timely and reliable fluid and machine condition information. Proper reading of a Shell LubeAnalyst sample report lets you track sample trends and monitor, aggregate, and benchmark your results, ultimately to help save you money and improve equipment reliability.